So this is for me the important point. And never in the history of mankind we have such a technology. And there's one uh, there's one fact that I want to share with all of you, which for me impacted a lot of what I think. And there was a statement. This was from many years ago that said that in the U.S. economy, which is the largest economy in the world, about 25% of the economy is for trust. What does it mean? It means that when you want to maintain a big company, you need to have the security. So, and this security costs because why is because people don't have trust, right? Uh, the security guard at your bank, he has a job because he needs to secure the bank, and that's because of a trust issue. So if we take a look at the whole world economy, which is worth trillions and trillions of dollars, and we have this technology, which is the technology of trust, then basically this technology is not $1 billion technology. This technology, the value of blockchain, is literally $1 trillion technology. So this is more in the category of like a AI in terms of impact, but in terms of how people can understand this, and when we can apply this, this part, we have to see how it goes. But yeah, this is something that I think is interesting for me and it's worth my time to do, I believe. And I hope that we are able to solve some big problems in this world. For example, the problem of unbanked or the problem of micro SME. So, in fact, during the Singapore FinTech Festival, which happened in the last few days in Singapore, we have a dialogue with Monetary Authority of Singapore, which is Central Bank of Singapore, and we also have a discussion with UNDP, which is a United Nations development program, and they want to work together with us because they believe that blockchain technology is required to solve the problem of micro SME, which is 95% of the world's business. So this is how big of a problem that this technology can solve, and I hope those in Myanmar will be able to understand quickly and look for these problems, and all the funds, all the technology, all the resource is available. Let's hope to make this change now.
This is very interesting. I was reading this UNDP report for this Web3 innovation. It says Web3 for 2030. So it really did a very thorough sort of review about where we are right now with Web3 and all those things. And then I agree with you on the fact that because of the fact that all those like sort of the crypto fanatics, right, ran away because all the clashes and all those things. On the other hand, like myself, engineer, because we are all kind of risk averse, and then we are the kind of people who want to build things that really last. And then I think starting from this year, I think we are seeing opportunity for people like us, where we really see the bright future. And then at the same time, so many things like the NFTs and other sort of things. Although most of the things are already crashed, but the behavior really remains in the industry. Which gives a lot of opportunity for the young people and all those people, I guess. And at the same time, this is like strongly supported by UNDP these days. And for example, one of the interesting project is this UBI sort of a project and other sort of Web3 projects, which is all about sort of supporting this sustainable development in terms of Web3 and other things, I guess. Yep. So the next question to you is like, what do you think is required for the youngsters for this survey weekend participants if they want to just go cross-border in the Web3 industry?
Okay, so that's a good question. And for me, I believe that Internet Computer, first of all, is the perfect platform because Internet Computer is supported by Dfinity Foundation in Switzerland with 300 people, and very mature way of approach towards research and development, and also towards building the software. So this is a project that is very important to know that this project will be around 10 to 20 years from now. That's one thing. And also because there are academics involved, and there's very high caliber people from, for example, our CTO was ex head of research at IBM. So they're able to create this platform. Not everyone is able to do this in Web3. That's point number one, right? Point number two is that because the internet computer is the only blockchain where the whole entire cloud is on the blockchain, the number of application is actually limitless. Why do I say this? So, for example, if you go to Web2, and we all, are active on the internet, and for example, if you find an application that you like, then you can take that application and turn it into Web3. So basically, if you want to do a photo sharing site, you can have a photo sharing site on internet computer. If you have fantasy football, for those of you who like football, then you can transfer fantasy football directly onto the internet computer. So the amount of possibility is endless, and we need to engage the community to be involved, because not everyone have the same background, the same knowledge, the same expertise, and you always have someone with an insight into a particular thing. And the best part about Web 2, when we talk about Web 2, we also automatically talk about international, right? Because obviously there's some cultural or language barrier, but in fact most of the Web3 business is meant to serve the global market. Yeah. So it doesn't matter where you are, whether you're in Myanmar or other place, and it doesn't matter whether you're in Myanmar and you don't have developers, for example. You can always tap into developers in countries where they're very strong in that. For example, India or or China or Vietnam. Yeah, and this is actually come back to what I want to say about BPO, business process outsourcing. Yeah, so business process outsourcing, of course, is not new, and is exists in many Asian country. We know it exists quite strongly in India and Philippines. Maybe it's in Myanmar, but in Malaysia we also have some BPO center. Yeah, so in fact, the most of the crypto project or Web3 project is made out of distributed and very international team. Yeah, by nature. So this is the other advantage. So you can work across border, across markets. It does not matter where you are. In fact, it is even better that you're in a country where the cost of living is still under control, and you can have a wonderful weather, and that could be a better situation than being based in a expensive country, like US, and so on and so forth. So I really believe that the Web3 world is perfect for Myanmar, and especially for the youth in Myanmar. And I think it's also important not to be afraid that oh, I need some technical skills. Okay, so you need to understand the basic concept, but in fact this space is very friendly for everyone. You can come in and you can use your commercial experience, or if you have a good personality and you care about people, you can be involved in marketing or community management. Like, there's always something to do in Web3.
I see. Thank you so much for your sort of inspiration and also supportive advices. I think today this is all about our discussion. So what's your parting advice for startup founders in this startup weekend who are going to join in December as the last message?
I would say you have to be the one who take the initiative. All the resources are there, so please come to us. We're very happy to help, and really everything is there. We have just done 3 proof of concept. It's $5,000 grant. It can be less, but normally it's around there. And we managed to do the proof of concept for the company in Singapore in 1 week only. Yeah, so things can move very fast. It is not like the traditional world, so don't overthink it. My advice is If you recognize the opportunity, start now. Be aggressive. Don't wait for people. Always be the one who's chasing people and making things happen. This is taking the initiative, and you will find great success.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for giving this advice. And I think let's wind up this discussion right now. So we canလာမယ်အားလုံးတက်ဖို့ဒီမှာကျွန်တော်တို့ကဒီလိုမျိုးကျွန်တော်ပညာရှင်နဲ့ဖိတ်ခေါ်ပြီးတော့ကျွန်တော်တို့ကdifferent industry ပေါ့နော်အခု web3 ဆိုလို့ရှိရင် Aaron ကိုဆက်သွယ်ပြီးတော့ကျွန်တော်တို့ကဒီ internet computer protocol ပေါ့နော်အဲ့ဒါနဲ့ပတ်သက်လို့ grant တွေလည်းရှိတယ်တခြားတွေလည်းရှိတယ်ဆိုတဲ့ကိစ္စကိုဒီမှာကျွန်တော်ကြိုပြီးတော့ဒီမှာလာပြီးတော့ရှင်းပြပေးတာပေါ့နော်အဲ့တော့ခုန internet မှာ share လိုက်လို့ရှိရင် internet computer protocol ဆိုတဲ့ဟာတော့ကျွန်တော်တို့ကဒီမှာစင်ကုန်မှာကျွန်တော်တို့ကဒီဟိုပါပေါ့နော်ဒီ one click away ပေါ့နော်ကျွန်တော်တို့လိုက်ပြီး share လို့ရှိရင်ရှိမှာဆိုတဲ့အခါမှာဒါလေးတွေကိုကြည့်ပြီးတော့ကျွန်တော်နည်းနည်းလေးလာလိုက်တာနဲ့ကျွန်တော်တို့ start weekend မှာweb3 space နဲ့ပတ်သက်တဲ့ solution တွေလည်းထုတ်လို့ရတယ်ပေါ့နော်ဒါလေးကိုပြောရင်းနဲ့ကျွန်တော်ဒီနေ့ program လေးကိုတော့ဆုံးသက်လိုက်ပါတယ်နောက်ကျွန်တော်ပြောမယ့် program မှာလာမယ့်တခြားပညာရှင်တွေရဲ့ပြောကြားမယ့်စကားတွေကိုလည်းစောင့်နေရင်းနဲ့နားဆွင့်ကြဖို့အတွက်ကိုတိုက်တွန်းရင်းနဲ့ဒီနေ့တော့ဒီကုန်းချုပ်လိုက်ပါတယ်ခင်ဗျာကျေးဇူးအများကြီးတင်ပါတယ် Yep